Hello again, everyone. So I'd like to welcome to the stage Stefan Reno, and of course, alongside with myself, and we'll be talking about the plug-and-charge everywhere with ISO15118-20 and -20.
Yeah, hi Lou. Hi all together. We're happy to present a little bit about this special ISO15118-2, which is currently implemented, but you might also heard about the -20, which is a new version which came out, I think, last year. And now everyone is puzzled. Should I do it? When should I do it? Why should I do it? And so we wanted to summarize a little bit. Oh, BMW is doing it, Flo is knowing. Oh, no? Okay. So we want to introduce a little bit Plug&Charge, where we are, what we did, and then also why should you do -20 and what are the differences. And at the end, we also want to show that it's already existing and working. On our table A and the tabletops, we have a working demonstration. So we have controllers of the car, we have controllers of a charging station, CPO backend. So there's an end-to-end plug-and-charge session going on. And then after maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, we can take a look how it works, and then we have an open discussion. So this is the current ecosystem where we are living in, at least we are subject, maybe some of you as well. So we have roaming, which is taking care of authorization. And we have the plug-and-charge systems, which are taking care of authentication. So this is connecting now all MSPs, CPOs, and OEMs together. Why do we need this, especially plug-and-charge session? Why do we need this plug-and-charge system? Because this system is distributing certificates. You also heard about V2G routes, PKIs, and so on. This famous PKIs, which are getting discussed on European level, in US level, on governance level. And we need systems which are distributing these certificates from the MSP to the OEM and to the CPO. And this is what we are running as subject. We are running this plug-and-charge system since 6 years now operational. And I would say you see a lot of showcases of plug-and-charge going on. So if you never tried it out, there's a BMW, Lucid, and so ever. Please try it out. You can make your experience with plug-and-charge. And this is all running on -2, so the existing version of ISO. And now we need to think about when should we do -20 and why. Just some numbers for the -2, or what we did until now, the last years. So we have about 2.6 million cars available which can do plug-and-charge. How do we count this? Because we have the certificates for the car. We need these certificates because contracts need to be generated for them. If you want to know more about plug-and-charge, just come to our haptic staff. Almost everyone should be able to explain it, easy peasy. We have also now about 7,000 charging stations in Europe live. In the US, we don't know because in the US, there's Electric America and some others going on, but at least the whole Electric America network is doing plug-and-charge, and some more joining soon, and which is great. And which is also interesting that since we can monitor how many charging sessions are happening for plug-and-charge in our roaming, we see every quarter an increasement of 30%. That means with more sold cars of the OEMs, with the contracts installed, the customers are using it. And we also see the reliability. Customers are using it more and more because they know these charging stations got validated, plug-and-charge is running well. So they will go back and will do plug-and-charge at these CPOs where they had the good experience. So it's, we didn't expect this in the forehand, but it's really the customers get used to the feature, even if they maybe even didn't know about this feature at the beginning when they got the car. If you want to get a glimpse for plug-and-charge, who is doing it, I hope we didn't forget anyone because it's getting now too much for a slide. But I would say here are the OEMs which are live and where we are able to announce it. Some more OEMs are in the onboarding. You know, EV OEMs are mostly picky when to announce something, but be patient. At least in next year, there will be a couple of more announcements for plug-and-charge. As well for the CPOs, the list is getting bigger and bigger, which is great. So it's not just anymore Aral and Ionity feature, it's running everywhere, what you can see here. And so the charging station will even go up on this level, or because of this. You maybe see also some certified charging stations here. It's DC and AC, just to get this question like solved at the beginning. It's not a DC feature, it's also AC. So we don't make a difference. Plug-and-Charge is running on both systems the same way. Sometimes OEMs just offer DC, but usually it's on both levels. So if you want to be a CPO, a front runner, and you want to do it on AC, let us know, because we need this. We need more AC plug-and-charge in the field. The cars can do it. Please, let's do it to enable fleets and parking houses and so on to do plug-and-charge. The story of Haptic is we were founded in 2012, but very much from the beginning we went into the topic of ISO15118 because the norm was founded in this area, so 2013. So now you see we are in 2024. It took 10 to 11 years that the norm got adapted by majority of players, which you saw before. So it takes time. Why? Because the industry, like the OEM development circuits, are very long. So usually 4 to 5 years if you want to start from scratch. So it took some time until we got to this spot, and we went live in 2019 with the Porsche Taycan and Ionity, but since then we added much more brands, as you saw, and in 2020 we even offered it in the US. Now, since last year, we are offering this also in Asia for the Asian Pacific market, which is a little more diverse than European Union and North America. So it's getting also a lot of traction in the Asian market, which is really cool for the whole thing. And since this year, we are operating also Plug&Charge on -20. So if you're a CPO or an OEM or MSP and you are interested in this feature, you could do this directly on the spot with us. Why Plug&Charge, but also why -20? So we see the global harmonization. So we see the discussions on European level, the Sustainable Transport Forum. Everyone is aware and everyone is taking a look, how can we harmonize the whole market, and which is great. So there's even in the US, the NEVI funding is requiring that you need to do 15118 to get subsidies for your CPO network and for your charging station. So it's great, it's a push for the internationalization, and so you see also regulatory enforcement is there to push for this norm. We also see the demand for reliability, the topic of the ICNC, right? Reliability, we need to get better, and with Plug&Charge we already made a step forward to do it, because the charging stations are getting checked, and so more successful charging sessions are made. And the grid integration. With -20 especially, we have much more features, and Michel will explain a little bit more about this. And this is needed to get good stability, because more cars, more demand, but we need more balancing. So then, Michel?
Yeah, thank you. So along those lines, the -20 is an enabler for much more than what the -2 is currently offering. So we can actually directly understand that it incorporates advanced security, adds bidirectional power transfer, smart charging, and as well wireless communication. So here at Hubject, we love both the -2 and the -20, and we're able to apply both. So basically, we've already worked with the -2, including the VDE application guide, while we've operated it under our V2G root PKI and our own PNC ecosystem. And when we moved to the -20, well, the V2G root PKI was created to take care of the updates that are inherent to the -20, while the PNC ecosystem had to accommodate for those changes with minor adaptations. So, with the ISO 15118-20, well, we can identify conductive power transfer, wireless power transfer, and with the capabilities that we already have, like AC charging, DC charging, we see the introduction of automated connection devices with pantographs and bidirectional power transfer. The combination of all of those, the two energy transfer modes, and those different types of charging and the capabilities lead to 12 total service combinations. And with that, we could achieve, under all of them, under these umbrellas, we could do Plug&Charge, basically. So the updated feature are touching, and said in another way, the touch points that are actually directly impacted are connectivity with wireless LAN communication, security with mandatory TLS, and the generation key challenge. The Plug&Charge, of course, that is strongly tied to security with the cross-signing of contract certificates, multiple contracts installation per session. the ISO V2G payload message, which is updated and enabled via and also having the added layer of multiplexing. This is an amazing capability as well that is brought forth by the Dash 20. The smart charging and bidirectional power transfer through dynamic and scheduled power exchange, and grid following and forming generator modes for fulfilling the grid integration bit. So when we focus on Plug&Charge, what are the key impacts that we'd like to highlight, right? So we have changes that are related to ISO V2G messages. So the new request response message sequence that has now changed compared to the previous version. PCIDs, EMIDs, SECCID formats are all new and also defined now. Scheduled service renegotiation is actually the consequence of multiplexing. Changes impacting the EPCC and the SCCC are the fact that we're adding the extra layer of security by fulfilling TLS 1.3, the XZ codec, processing new signatures, random number generation algorithm for this added layer of security. And then the changes impacting the public key infrastructure are the certificate key exchange that we apply, which which is where the ISO 15118-20 recommends to implement the 521 bits, which Hubject actually currently implements. We see an impact on the size and number of chain for the contract chain increasing, an HSM upgrade, which is an indirect impact tied to the increase of the chain, and a new vehicle certificate now that is introduced to actually deliver the PNC functionality. And all of that actually leads to an increased permanent memory slot needs. So with the road ahead, you'd like to... So with Hubject, we want to be we want to partner up with everyone in the ecosystem to be the first to provide the Dash 20 features. We already implement that as a starter pack. We apply the end-to-end functionalities of PNC within the PNC ecosystem. As you know, we've already developed that functionality and we're capable of delivering it. The direct insights that Hubject provides are really related through that are delivered through experience that we've built in the ecosystem. And eventually you'd be able to touch on the different aspects of what the community delivers in terms of added value. So enabling Plug&Charge to the whole network. Today we offer Plug&Charge and a Plug&Charge advanced pack, which is actually what Hubject already delivers through the ISO 15118-2 implementation of Plug&Charge, where we could onboard our customers and kick off a project, do the whole implementation, go live, scale up, and have amazing SLAs that we could offer. And with the Dash 20, as mentioned, we have an intro pack, which actually, so given that there's an inherent nature to the Dash 20 that makes it backward compatible with the Dash 2, and then meaning that both have to coexist, and we'd also enable the Dash 20 intro pack through our new V2G route, PKI, and the updates that are brought to our system. Finally, we bring commercial and technical advisory to the different elements of the chain, right, from end to end, from OEM and vehicle up to the e-mobility provider, CPO, CSMS. So.
Okay, this was more extensive in the details, so I think it's better to show it. So the idea is, Arne, are you ready? So maybe we can make a small tunnel that everyone can see it. We know Plug&Charge is quite boring. You plug in and it's working. But honestly, all the players over there you see, like Keysight, IXEC, Comemzo, everyone who participated, IO Charger, big shout out to you. The last week they spent a lot of time and a lot of effort in getting Dash 20 running with Plug&Charge. A lot of certificates are involved. All the changes what Michel was just saying were made in the controllers, in our backend systems. So it's a we know we are early in the whole development, so everyone needs to think about now if you can do it and if you should do it. But now you see there are the controllers already running, so it's working. Arne, do you want to have a microphone?
Number one.
He knows the most about it, so he can talk about it.
Hello guys. So I mean, it's bits and bytes going over a cable, so and in a very slightly different way than in Dash 2. So more or less, it's a little bit hard to show you something, but we have all these manufacturers here, and you're happy to ask them for a nice presentation. Of course, for example, I think we should start out with the one session with an IO charger against, I would say, the Keysight system, since it's already plugged in over there. Jen? And also maybe in the meantime, we can have a look here at the charger. So this is basically the CPMS system, so the management system that controls the charger. And yeah, you can see here, a little bit scroll down, that those are all the root certificates right now installed in the charger. And again, hard to show you, you need to believe me, but this one is now the leaf certificate with the new updated algorithms, so the 512 security algorithms that are provided by the Dash 20. No, actually, yeah, no, again, quite hard to see, but here, okay, here's the Dash 20 inside, so you need to believe me. So all the certificates that are being used for the sessions are Dash 20 conform. All the communication is Dash 20 conform. And again, the cool thing here is that it's not only between the charger and the car, but also going to a CPMS system that is Dash 20 enabled, going to our backend system and to all the upgraded endpoints that we developed to make that happen. And yeah, basically, I think, can you plug it in into the Keysight one, your charger? Just to, I mean, again, not so much will happen. Maybe we have a nice Dash 20. Oh no, just against the Keysight maybe.
And one comment, if you want to see it again, you can go there the whole day and tomorrow to see it in sessions, because we know it's a little bit limited space and a small screen. So if you are interested in the message itself, go forward later as well.
Yeah. So I think we have it here already. Yeah, can we, Object ISO15118-20, there you have it. It's a string on a display. But yeah, of course, I mean, in the background, the information and everything is quite new, same but different. Of course, the Dash 20 also enables the bidirectional charging and this upgraded security.
Yeah. So as mentioned, please stop by at the table A as soon as you have time, as soon as you want to know more. The guys can tell you where the failures, what were the successes of last week, what is complicated.
Yeah, maybe I can already add for all the people that will most likely also run into this, and we already created a ticket. iExact was nice enough to already create a ticket for the OCPP 2.1. For example, right now, one of the challenges is that if you're running Dash 2 and Dash 20 simultaneously, it's in the OCPP 1.6 J that we're using right now with the Plug&Charge extension. If you trigger the creation of the leaf certificate, you cannot differentiate between Dash 20 and Dash 2. So that is a problem at the moment. So basically what we, how we circumvented that, oh yeah, maybe good. How we circumvented that is that right now, I show it again, nothing, it's not so much will happen. But I now trigger from the CPMS system the charger to get a new leaf certificate, and because I cannot trigger specifically that I want a -21, it will trigger once, but the charger will send 2 CSRs, so for -2 and then -20, one after another. And then the CPMS needs to understand to which endpoint to send the CSR for signing. So this is something that we ran into that we need to fix for 2.1. I think it's an easy fix, just send the field with a trigger message. But for the 1.6, we need to maybe do some workarounds, like we did it here with just sending 2 CSRs.
Okay, thanks, Arne. So we just mentioned now table A because we also see that maybe you didn't see that there are 3 other tables. I just want to highlight that there are always ongoing discussions about different topics. You see on the charts which topic is currently discussed. So we have on table B, IoT PZH with ISO15118 open source simulators. We have on table C, OCPP 2.1, 202 from the Open Charge Alliance. And on table D, Pionic is presenting exchange ideas with the experts about open source EV charger firmware technology. So if you're interested, go there. It's really an open discussion platform. It's not a presentation, just for discussion. So for the top, any questions for -20? I think it's hard on the stage, but I would say just come by in our corner and ask us questions however you like, and enjoy the ICNC.